So what is going on everyone, this is Fabi here, and today we are going to take a look at GTA San Andreas running here on the iPhone 5, which is basically an iPhone 5C when it comes to components and specs. Over here the iPod Touch 5th generation or the iPhone 4S, because they share the same specs, and here the ancient iPhone 3GS, which I was surprised that I was able to get the game running on this, because this is a 256 megabyte RAM device. It basically has a very slow CPU and a very slow GPU, yet it still is able to run it. So if you want to see how it runs, make sure to stick through the end of this video and you'll be able to see. Now, taking a look at the iPhone 5 version, basically all you need to know about this is that it has all of the effects. It's looking gorgeous, and other than the draw distance, which I think it's a little bit lower than on the iPad Air or the iPhone 5S, this game looks gorgeous. It has absolutely no frame drops, and if you want to play it on this, you will have a good experience. Now, the fact is that you won't really enjoy it as much as on an iPad because you don't have the big screen, and this screen is really kind of too small for San Andreas, but it's still playable and enjoyable in my opinion. You could still go through the whole campaign without no problems, and if you like smaller screens, you'll be fine with this. Personally, I like the iPhone screen, and it suits me best, especially when I'm out and running. This screen size is probably the best one. But you know, no frame drops again. You have all of the effects, everything you want, the shadows, the reflections, the improved textures, everything is running on here, and the resolution is full retina. So definitely a big plus for the iPhone 5, the iPhone 5C, and of course the iPhone 5S. Now, taking a look at the iPod Touch 5th generation, this doesn't run with all of the effects. In order to run all of the effects, you need to have an iPhone 5 or an iPhone 5S or an iPhone 5C, of course, but this does run the game at a fairly stable and a fairly good frame rate. Now, granted, it's not 30 frame rates all the time, but it jumps up and down between 25 and 30, which is not bad, and it's definitely playable. As I've said, you don't have all of the shading effects or all of the shadows and all of the lighting effects, all of the reflections. They're basically just like on the PC version over here, and this is kind of a very high setting PC version of the game. So if you would run the game on very high on the computer, this is how it would look like. It doesn't have all of the enhancements that the iPhone 5S, the iPad Air, and all of the other devices have, but it does run smoothly, and Rockstar has made it good, or has done a pretty good job with this. And bearing in mind that this device is very thin, I'm impressed by how good it runs and everything. If you want to play the whole campaign on this, it's definitely possible. You won't really notice much of a difference between this and the iPhone 5. Of course, it would be better to just play on the iPhone 5 since it has better details and graphics, smoother frame rate, but other than that, this is good as well. Now, taking a look at the ancient old iPhone 3GS, what I want to say about this is that you have to keep in mind it's not officially supported by Rockstar. In fact, not even the iPhone 4 is supported, so this is basically 2 generations older than what Rockstar supports. Yet it still runs the game at about 5 to 10, maybe even 15 frame rates at some portions of the game. But you don't have all of the effects, of course. The resolution is not the best, and the draw distance is also significantly lower. Now, if all you want to do is just drive a car around and listen to the good old San Andreas radio stations, this will be fine. But other than that, you won't be able to finish this the campaign on this, or at least I don't think so. It would be horrible, and for gameplay in general, it gets a very low score. But just keep in mind, this is not supported. It shouldn't even run on this device, but it does, so that's pretty impressive. If you guys like this video, make sure to like it, share it with your friends on Facebook and on Twitter. Subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to be posting more videos about GTA San Andreas, so make sure to stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. The next one is probably going to be the iPhone or the iPad Air versus iPad 3 versus iPad 1 comparison of GTA San Andreas running on those devices. So peace out, guys. Peace. Have an awesome day. Stay tuned.